My name is Swati and this tutorial is about MeanStack. MeanStack is Mongo, Express, Angular and Node. In that, Node is the backend and Express is the framework on which the node runs, Angular is the frontend and Mongo is the database in which the data is stored. For that we should go and download Mongo database and Angular. For that, type download Node.js in the browser and select the specifications of your computer and click that and it will get downloaded. For the Mongo, click on the second link and select the 64-bit and click on the download button, this button, and it will get downloaded. The application which I have created is a contact list wherein I'm saying the name, contact number and email address. So my code is placed in sample application. Before that, I'll show you how to run the server of the Mongo database up, make the server of the Mongo database up. For that, you should go to the bin and type MongoD and click enter and the server will get started. And to connect it to the particular database, from the bin folder, open a command prompt, other command prompt, and type Mongo and click enter, and you will by default get connected to the test. Okay, click enter and it will get connected to test, and my database is API, so I'll type use API and it will get connected to API. And now my collection is users. For that, db.users users find.tr. It will give an organized look of what is the data in the database. Then after that, my code is this placed in sample app and open that using Express, using Node++, and you should also install Express in the computer, and to do that we can open a command prompt. Okay. Install npm install Express and click enter, and in the same way you should do Mongo.js and click enter. They will get installed and the respective lines should be added in the server.js. These are the lines, and you should add the body parts. For example, see, for this it will not know where the request has to get passed, so we should add these lines, this and this lines. And I have placed my code in the public folder, excuse me, and I have created functions like get, post, delete and update. My collection is users, and in that users I'm finding the data, and console.db is nothing but we receive data from the database, and result.json is send data back to the controller. This is the code to post, and in post is nothing but insert, and in the users database insert is the code, and this will get send data to the controller. And removing the database is based on the ID, and this is nothing but it will show which is a particular ID which is deleted on the command prompt. According to the ID in the database it will get deleted, and this is to find a particular row in the database. According to the ID we can find it, and you can find and modify any of the rows and update it to the database. This is my HTML code, and ng.app is given to make sure that the Angular runs properly, and this is my application's name, and these are my table specifications. And I have defined these three fields. I have defined actions like add, update, clear, and delete and edit. So ng model is for Angular to work properly, we add ng model is the directive. You can bind the value of the input field to the variable created in the Angular. So ng model, then for this we have added a button, and when we click the button the row gets inserted into the database. And in the browser, when you open the browser and call the particular port, then we in the first row I have defined all these functions: add, update and clear, and for the rest of the rows I have defined delete and edit. And this is the Angular JS script I have defined, and this is the controller JS script. This is my controller code, and controller is nothing but it controls interaction between the view over index and model, which manages our data. And scope is an argument to put data from the controller to the HTML. And $HTTP will get contact list from the controller side and will send request to the server, and from the server response will be given back. And I have defined a refresh for every action which I have performed. Like after clicking the add button there should be a refresh, so I have created refresh and defined for every action. So this is the add button. Then delete button, HTTP delete, and the console log is we receive data from the database. And after that console.log is nothing but in the command prompt we should if you want to see which ID gets deleted, then for that I have defined this to see which particular row is getting deleted. And to reset all the buttons, like I have defined a clear button to reset all the functions on the browser. So this is the add button. Okay, for example, when at gmail.com, mobile number 222. If I click it, it will get added. Okay, I didn't start the server. Node server. Deal with the page again. Local 3002. So let me add it. Then if I click add, the row will be added in the database also. So in the backend, this is the row which I have added. I want to edit the same row. So if I click the edit, it will come up to the top of the row, and I can click edit it. So for example, I'm editing the email, I have added one here, and I click enter, then it will get entered. So for the clear button, I'll type something, and if I want to remove the data from it, I'll just click the clear button. It will just get cleared from the fields. This is the application which I have created. Thanks for watching.